is about to perish, you and I will have to join
What?
together.
Sora? No way, that cannot be him. Well, what am I talking about? Of course, it's Vanitas. How he looks like Sora? That's still a mystery. But anyway, hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In today's episode, we are going to fight Vanitas in the second half of the final battle, and then we're going to close off Ven's story. So anyway, on with the episode already in progress. So, as you can tell, Vanitas was the one who's been controlling the Unversed on his own accord, and whenever they are destroyed, he can easily recreate them and bring them back to life.
We needed to make you stronger. The Unversed were the perfect opponents. And better yet,
The perfect opponents to make Ven stronger, so that way the Keyblade can be forged.
you never stood a chance against us, Ventus.
And I have to say, Vanitas actually looks good. You know, since he has the same looks as Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2 in terms of the hair, the eyes, and all that, but just more menacing. So, as you can tell, the Keyblade is about to be forged, and Ventus and Vanitas are going to become one. That is who Aqua is going to be fighting in her chapter, or in her story in the final battle against Vanitas in Ven's body. But since we're inside Ven's heart, and since they've joined together, they're going to battle to see who has complete control over their heart. So we're back inside the heart once more. This time things are going to get serious. But as you can tell, that sword he's holding in his hand, yes, that is the Keyblade. It looks like two kingdom keys connected together with a blade on it to make it a really powerful sword, but it's not fully completed.
Can complete the Keyblade. I've got a better idea. How about I destroy you both? The Keyblade is made of your heart too, idiot. If you destroy it, your heart will vanish forever. Whatever it takes. Anything to save Terra and Aqua. It's always about your friends, isn't it? At least I have some. I've become a part of their heart, just as they become a part of mine. My friends are my power, and I'm theirs.
Yep, Sora said that in Kingdom Hearts 1 before he fought Riku at Hollow Bastion for the first time. Very similar, since Ven is the spitting image of Sora in terms of personality. Just a speed-type character. But, yeah, as you can tell right now, we are fighting against Vanitas wielding the imperfect Keyblade. His attacks are pretty much the same as before, but he does have some new battle animations, so don't let that fool you, or don't let his new moves fool you, to be exact. And he does create that cross-slash technique. That's one of his new moves. So, yeah, just be sure you dodge a lot in this battle. I mean, like I said, the battle is pretty much about the same level as, you know, the other times you fought against Vanitas, but just make sure you just keep dodge in motion. Now, there are two parts in this final battle. And the first part is what you're seeing right now. And the second part we should be getting up to shortly. And I have to say, you know, fighting against him, that the music fits really well. I mean, this should have been the final battle music when you fight against Xehanort as Aqua, but, yeah. Okay, this is the second half of the second part of the battle. And this time, you have to get your overclock gauge all the way up to its fullest in order to hit the finishing command, so that way you can defeat Vanitas for sure. Now, all you have to do is make sure that your overclock gauge is up, and you got to sometimes go into these quick time events of sorts where he'll shoot a beam at you, and you can fly forward, but you got to make sure you keep that gauge as it is, or else it's going to go down, and you'll have to start over from scratch. So just stay strong and just keep attacking him with the other attacks that won't work properly, and you should be fine. As long as you keep doing that dark spiral or whatever and use that thumbstick event to, you know, hit him, you should be fine. So just make sure that you don't, yeah, just like that. Just keep going, and you should be able to defeat him. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, you know? Goku versus Vegeta to see whose beam is the strongest. So, yeah, it's kind of like that. But here we go. This is the final attack with the finishing command to finish off Vanitas. And there you have it. We have finally defeated Vanitas and completed Vin's chapter for sure. And thus the Keyblade is being destroyed. So not only did it take Vin to defeat Vanitas, but it also took Aqua, but we will see in Aqua's tale. And thus, Vanitas is gone from Vin's soul. And Vin's heart, completely taken away from the darkness, is restored back to light. So his heart is restored back to normal, but his heart is going to be gone from his body, as he will be in a comatose state for the rest of the series until Kingdom Hearts 3D or 3. I would assume 3, but we'll have to see. His heart's going to leave his body. But, yeah. We will no longer be playing as Vin for the rest of this playthrough, as his story is now complete. And we got Xehanort's Report 10, and there we are back in the lanes in between, and we could see Vin and Aqua holding hands as they're stuck and unconscious within the lanes. But they won't be for long, because we got a friendly visitor who's going to come and help. Yes, King Mickey is going to take us back to the Mysterious Tower, where they will remain safe until they find a perfect place for Vin to be safe at, so his comatose body doesn't get damaged, but you will see much later.
This place. I've been here. So warm. I remember now. This is your heart.
The heart he was referring to, you will see in the final episode or in the final story arc. But other than that, we officially completed Vin's story. As I keep saying, but now we did, because here are the credits. So all in all, Vin's story was actually a pretty good one. I would say it's a little bit stronger than Terra's story, but both of them are still pretty much on par with, you know, how strong their stories are. So, yeah, Vin's story was pretty good. At least when you play as either Terra or Vin, they're not always the black and white character, as they will always have significant problems that will just keep staying onto them at all times. Unlike Aqua, who always seems to be more around the black and white character, where she is a Keyblade master and she is to fight the darkness, and she sticks to her code of ethics at all times. She's not like Vin and Terra, who have their own problems to deal with, you know, like Terra battling the darkness inside him, and Ventus trying to make friends, as well as trying to fight off against his darker half, who's always seemed to be superior over him, but yeah. And with the characters that we're seeing in the credits, those are the people that we saw when we played as Vin, or who we had more affiliations with. But most of them are pretty much the same. I wonder what Utada Hikaru is going is going to sing for Kingdom Hearts 3, because with every Kingdom Hearts game, at least that are numbered, that are in the main series, at least she's got to have a different song for each game. So I wonder what piece she's going to work up this time. It'll be hard to say, but yeah, when I say that, I'm just relating to, listening to this very powerfully orchestrated rendition of Simple and Clean, or Hikari, as it were told in Japan. I really do like this piece. I mean, I really liked it when I heard it in the PlayStation magazine, or the PlayStation Underground magazine that appeared in the U.S. official PlayStation magazine. So, yeah, I think I mentioned that in the last credits when we were talking about Terra's story overall. But, yeah, this is a really good piece. Pretty old, but still memorable. There's the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep logo. And thus, Vin's story has been concluded. Got a sense of deja vu right there. I said that in the last, in Terra's last episode of his playthrough, but yeah. I like saying that. It gives it a more good ending. Anyway, that was Vin's story, but we are still not finished yet with this playthrough, as we are going to be getting on to Aqua's story and then the final story arc for Birth by Sleep. So anyway, gamers, we are going to end things off right here, and in the next episode, we are going to get started with Aqua's story in the Land of Departure. So take care of yourselves, gamers, and I'll see you on the next episode. And if you haven't done so already, please go check out my review of the game over at gotgame.com. See you guys then.